Hey guys, it's Julie from Elysium Productions. Thanks for tuning in. I'm about to teach you about Reels and how to create them from the cinematographer's work from your weddings. It's pretty powerful. The difference between Reels and any other part of Instagram right now is that Instagram is really pushing them. So it's a great way to get seen. It's a great way to show up on the Explore page of Instagram and get new followers and eyeballs to your work. Now, Instagram is basically just ripping off TikTok, so know that you can use these on TikTok as well. And I don't really know that platform, so just know that's what's happening, and it's kind of nice because once you create one thing, you can get more bang for your buck by posting it on two platforms. All right, so let's get started. Let's just take a look at the Reels section in Instagram first. Well, obviously you can click on a bunch of different things. We're gonna look at Reels, and the length can be either 15 seconds or 30 seconds. I'm going to think about how am I going to use this film from my cinematographer. Maybe there's a really cool section that you wanna highlight. Maybe you wanna talk about the decor, maybe you wanna talk about the couple. However you wanna do it, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna just show you one way of using this, but you can think of your own fun, creative ways to do it. Now, the reason why we're not just like taking the video that we're gonna download, which I'll talk about in a minute, and throwing it in stories is because you won't be able to really customize it from there. Sure, you can put text over it and emojis and all kinds of stuff, but it will stay on screen that whole time versus a lot of the Reels that you guys have probably been seeing where it has like text pop up during different times. We need to use a different app for that. But in this example, I'm going to just start by recording a video of myself talking about the video that's going to then follow me talking. So, and again, this is just one simple thing that I thought of. The particular video that I'm going to be using is our Northern California reel, so I'm just going to talk about that. Hey everyone, it's Julie from Elysium. I'm super excited to share a tiny snippet of our Northern California demo reel. Northern California has some like incredible scenery, so I can't wait for you to see. I'm gonna add on to this by showcasing some of the video, and I wanna create some text boxes and stuff that go over the sections. So in that case, I need to use a different app called Splice. It's a super easy video editing app for your phone, and it's been around for a long time and super easy to use. So that's why I choose that one. There are a lot of video apps. So go ahead and download that on your phone. And meantime, I want to talk about how you get the video from your cinematographers that you work with. Again, the point is to be intentional with this. So don't just willy-nilly ask them, hey, can you send me all the videos that we've worked together on? That's a lot of time on their part, but also what's the point if you're not going to use them? So really watch a lot of their videos. Most of us have like a Vimeo channel or something where you can go and see, and think about what sections of the film you want to use. Now, highlight films are generally, anywhere from 3 to 7 minutes. And so pick out like a good 15-second section or 20 seconds. Again, Reels can be up to 30 seconds. So that talking part that I did at the beginning was like 10 seconds, and we can add on to it. Once you've figured out what videos you're going to use, then talk to your cinematographers and tell them what you're doing with them. They're probably going to be super excited that you want to share them, and they need to be able to get it to you as a file. So they can either send you a link from Dropbox or something for you to download it, or you can go to their Vimeo channel and they can give you permission to download it from there. Make sure you let them know two things. One, make sure the resolution is HD, not 4K, not some gigantic ProRes file, because you will not be able to transfer that from your computer to your phone. And at the same time, you don't need that quality. Reels are only for the phone. You're not showing it on some giant big screen, so it's really unnecessary. So on your computer, you first have to download those files. The other thing that you need to ask them is, when was this file created? And the only reason why you need that information is because once you actually get it on your phone, it's going to put it in your photo album in chronological order, at least on iPhone. Maybe Android is different, but iPhone, it does it that way. It's super annoying, but if you have the date, you can at least find it easily. And then I'll show you how to sort of change it to a different album so it's even easier to find. All right, so remember, you have to download it on your computer first. Once you have the file downloaded, then airdrop it to your phone, and voila, it's in your photo album. Okay, now let me show you what I do to make finding reels so much easier. By the way, enjoy all of these amazing clips and photos of my dog. In this example, I want to move this video that's 3 minutes and 17 seconds, and I'm gonna make a new album called Reels. All right, now I'm gonna open the app called Splice so we can add some text, we can cut the video down to the time we need, and do some fun stuff. So let me open that app. So here we go. I've opened the app, I've created a new project, and now it's going directly to my recents folder. I want to go to my Reels because that's where I put the video. And I'm going to click the black square because remember it starts with like a black frame, and I know that's the one I want to use. Click next. And now you name your project file. I'm just going to call this NorCal Weddings. And don't forget this next step, it's really important because you can't redo it later. At the very bottom, you need to choose your aspect ratio. And anything for Reels and Stories is 9:16. So you want to go and find that. It says 9:16 portrait, and then you click Create. You pinch and move around everything with your fingers, obviously. And it's automatically going to fit the video to the aspect ratio that you chose. This could be good and bad. I mean, you could seriously just choose a portion that works and export it and throw it up on Reels without doing anything extra. But in this case, we want to play around with text and that kind of stuff. So I'm actually going to make the video a little bit smaller because these two couples, actually like 3 couples, are basically out of frame. And so I'm going to click up here. I call this the project reel, but all I'm going to do is pinch it. And let's see, maybe move it over a little bit. Let me see how that looks. Yep, now these couples are in frame. And I'm planning on using just this section. I don't want it to start with a black frame because I want to get people's attention right away. So I'm going to trim out that black part, and how you trim anything, including text, music, whatever, is by clicking and holding down these little white things at the beginning and the end. I call them handles. So click on that, and I'm gonna drag it to where I want the video to start, right there. All right, so now I've cut out the black space, and I'm ready to shorten the video down to the time I need, which is probably about 20 seconds. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, I'm gonna pinch so I can see more at one time because this video is like 3 minutes. And I'm gonna pinch, or sorry, not pinch, but hold and move down the end. And by the way, if you notice up top, you can see the time. So you sort of eyeball it, what time you need. I'm gonna go down, and now I'm gonna expand it to see the time better. All right, I wanna get it down to like 20 seconds here. So I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna expand it to make it bigger just so I can see it more at one time. All right, so now I've cut my video down to 20 seconds. You'll notice that in the project window, the video now does not fit the entire frame or does not fit the entire aspect ratio. Right now, if I exported it, it would have like a black background behind it. I want to make it a different color just so I can like see it better, but it's really up to you. You could leave it black if you wanted to. But how to add a background, I'm just gonna click down here, make sure your video is selected, and click background, and I'm gonna make my background, let's see, I'm gonna do this like beigey color. All right, so now we have it done, and now I'm gonna add some text. Now, the difference in doing it with this app versus doing it in Instagram is that it gives you a lot more flexibility to overlay different text at different points in the video. Remember, if you do it in Instagram, it just goes over the entire thing. And I don't know about you, but I've been seeing a lot of reels lately where they're doing a lot of text overlays that really engage the viewer, like top 5 tips when picking out a ring, or top 5 decor ideas, or top 5 color ideas, I don't know. And you don't have to do a top 5. I'm just saying I've been seeing a lot of that. So I'm gonna show you how to place it at different points in the video. All right, so we obviously click on text. Now it's automatically gonna put the text over the entire clip, and how this app works different from Instagram. And I don't wanna get too far into it or confuse you, but if you had multiple clips in here, it would basically overlay the text over the entire clip of the one that is currently over the playhead. So because we only have one clip here, because we're using one video from the videographer, then it's gonna put it over the whole thing, but it's really easy to edit it. All right, so first I'm gonna double tap and just change the text so you see that part first. Totally just making this up, have not thought about it, don't judge. All right, I can change the font. Let's do, I don't know, Arial rounded. You can even add a background. Maybe I want this to be white. Oh, but then I need to change the color of the font. So let me change that to gray. All right, and then you can pinch and move it however you want. Just be creative, whatever you want to do. Now, this part of the text, I'm only gonna put over the first 3 seconds of the video, or 3 seconds-ish. So you do the same thing as the video. I'm gonna click on the back of it, click and hold, and I'm going to make it about that long. All right, again, you want this to go fast. If you're spending too much time on this, it's just a waste of time. So the more you learn this app and the more you play with it, you'll be able to do these really quickly. All right, I want to add more text, and remember, it's going to put the text at the beginning again, which does look confusing. So let me just add it so you can see what I mean. As you can see, the old text is still there. We didn't get rid of it, but you just don't see it in the timeline, and that's because it inserted a new piece of text. However, if we magnify in, that text is still there, and this little green line that I just put above the playhead denotes the end of that first piece of text. So I want to change my new piece of text to start at the end of that one. So let me zoom out again. I'm going to click and hold the beginning, and I'm going to just go to the green line. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to double tap and change it to, don't judge, again. Now just for the sake of showing you, I'm going to change the font and the color. And so I'm going to click on it, and maybe I want it to go here. So if we play the video now, this is what it looks like. Okay, and I'm going to shorten this. All right, and so you basically just keep doing that, be creative, and then great thing to know, you can't mess this up. This little arrow in the left-hand corner, you can undo anything. You can even undo like multiple times, like, oh man, I hate this, I'm gonna go back 10 moves or whatever. All right, I wanna show you one more thing about this app, which is pretty cool. Let's say I add more text or whatever, but I also want to sort of narrate what this video is as it plays. You can actually do that, it's pretty awesome. Put the playhead at the beginning or put the playhead wherever you want your voiceover to start. And you're going to go down here to voice. So when you play that, you'll see that it will start with a countdown, and then it will start, the timeline will start moving and you start talking. Northern California is super beautiful. There is ocean, there are redwoods, there are meadows. There's just epic scenery, including gorgeous vineyards and locations to get married. All right, so as you can see, it put my voice down here. Oh my God, it's so silly, I'm sorry. I wish I would have thought about something to say before, but don't worry about it, because guess what? If I wanted to change it, I could. I can either just click and delete, or I can do the undo to get rid of it. But I'm fine with it for now, because again, we're just experimenting here. All right, so I'm gonna upload this video, and by upload I mean save it to your camera reel, because you're going to add it in Instagram. So you wanna do the full HD version, and you're gonna click save. Now let's open Instagram, and it's gonna ask me, do you wanna continue editing the video that you just did? Yes. And I wanna add the video that we just saved. So if I go down here to my camera roll, here's that video, and I'm gonna say add. All right, so we have both of them now. Let me show you what it looks like.
Hey everyone, it's Julie from Elysium. I'm super excited to share a tiny snippet of our Northern California demo reel. Northern California has some like incredible scenery, so I can't wait for you to see. Northern California is super beautiful. There is ocean, there are redwoods, there are meadows. There's just epic scenery, including gorgeous vineyards.
I just wanted to give you a quick insight on how you can use this with your cinematographer's footage. But I also really encourage you to make your own reels based on footage that you take at weddings with your iPhone, and also filming yourself talking and whatever. And remember that you can edit all of that stuff together in Splice first if you want to sort of differentiate each clip, meaning put different text over different clips and whatever. If you don't want to do that, you can literally just go into Instagram, choose the clips that you want to use, and it will put them all in order together anyway, and then you can just do the main things that you can already do in Instagram. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope to do more of these little tutorials, and hopefully they won't be this long. But feel free to reach out for any questions you guys have. Thanks a lot. See you soon.